Hey, how we doing, folks? So, something that was said the other day sort of resonated in um, in a way that was a little bit concerning, and that was that myself and Safi come across as possibly arrogant and holier than thou and showing off. Now, for anybody who knows us, they'll know we're not like that at all. What we want to do, and well, I'll talk for myself really, because it's the same with Safi as well. But what I want to do is try and show people and inspire people that regardless of your background, you can still achieve something in life that is worthwhile. And it doesn't matter what that is, so long as it makes you happy. So, personally, I want to try and inspire people who have had a tough upbringing, not to let that past of abuse affect you now. So there's no point dwelling on it, and I know it's easier said than done, but there is no point reliving a negative something that happened to you in the past over and over and over again. Tell me, if anybody can tell me what is the point of doing that, then I'll gladly listen. Put it in the comments. If you know a reason why we should constantly relive something that is negative, something that had a bad effect on us in the past, that there's a good reason for doing that. Personally, I don't think there is a good reason for doing that. All it does is make us depressed or ill or irrational today, or we live in a way that is a couldn't care less manner. And I've managed to let go of my past and move forward to a place where I am happy, I'm content, I've got people around who love me for who I am. I feel fully rounded. I don't feel there's any of the past that is able to get into my circle of what I am today. So when I put something on Facebook about where I am now, it's to show that it doesn't matter where you've been. It does matter where you've been, if you use that as a strength to drive you forward. So I was told as a child that I would be no good for man, woman or child. That was my mantra. That was my mantra for 15 years, the first 15 years of my life. And for the next 15 years, it was still my mantra. And I still lived that way, that I was worthless and useless. For the next 15 years, 20 years, I've eventually come to accept that that was wrong. That's not true. I'm worth more than that. But in the meantime, in that first 15 years of my life, and then up to about the age of 40, so I had to deal with that in whatever way I could. And I've had mental health issues for pretty much most of my life, but you can overcome it. Just let it go. And that's all I can say, is be grateful for what you have now, even if it's not a lot. Be grateful that you've got a roof over your head, that you've got walls to keep you out from the rain and the wind. Be grateful for the clothes on your back. And once you start having that gratitude for what you have now, you'll get more of the same. And I found that to be true for me. So it wasn't just in the first 15 years of my life. I then went into a bad relationship, which I know a lot of people will resonate with, because initially that person shows you some love and you think, yeah, that's brilliant. But then they find that weak spot. They find your denial of self-worth, and they pick at it. They start pulling it apart and getting in underneath and making you feel that actually the way you were brought up or whatever happened previously was correct. And that messes with your head even more. So I've been through that. I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and I can write a book about it. In fact, I am writing a book about it. So, but all I can say is just let it go. What's that saying? Hate is like drinking poison and hoping the other person is going to get ill. So it doesn't work. Hate is a pointless feeling. I have hated with a passion, but I've also loved with a passion as well. And love is a far nicer feeling than hate. So if you can get over that and start loving the people that you have, or loving the people that you want to have in your life and showing them affection, then that you will get it back. Why is it when we have these negative self-worth thoughts, we believe them? And the more we believe them, the more they come true. Why can we not, generally speaking, accept that if it works on the negative, it'll also work on the positive? So if I feel great, I feel confident, I feel successful, I feel on top of the world, I feel like I've got the world at my feet. If I feel that every day, if I feel love every day, then why will I not attract more of that? Why will I not start getting more of that? If it works in the negative, it'll work in the positive. Yin and yang. It has to. So all I want to do with my posts on Facebook is just try to inspire people. I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad or I'm bigger than them. I started off with nothing. I was brought up for the first few years in a gypsy trailer. You know, I have been and had nothing. A lot of you know I've lived on the streets as a child runaway. So I have had nothing. And now I've got a lovely house. Right? Just use that drive that got you out of that situation to take you to prove those negheads, to prove them wrong, that you are worth something. You are worth a hell of a lot. And that's all I want to do with my posts, is prove through what I post that you can achieve and be the person you want to be. Okay? So I'll leave you with that thoughts, not spelt with an F, spelt with TH, thoughts. And I'll read your posts afterwards. And I heard Safi shouting me, so I will speak to you soon. Okay, folks. Be positive. Lots of love. Bye.